is Ashley. Currently it's 2:44 a.m. again as I'm filming. It's normally when I film, right, guys? Just the anxiety and insomnia and depression just keeps me up. um, Enough dark jokes aside. That's one reason why I'm kind of being quiet, but another thing is I'm kind of catching a cold. So, like, my throat's really sore and I'm losing my voice. But, I promised to post this week since I took Sunday off. And if you haven't already, go check my video out. I believe it's Kobe Brock's Nudes Exposed. I went ahead and posted that today, the day I'm filming. This probably won't be up till like Thursday or maybe Saturday. Anyway, because I missed Sunday's post, so I thought I'd make it up to it. But I thought I'd get back into editing things, not just using pictures, but like getting into the videos and like screen recording them and like adding music to them. So this is the result of attempt 1, kind of just adding an intro and an extra to it, which I got better at this video's intro, if you can tell. But let me know if you like the last video's intro or this video's intro. Without further ado, as you can tell from the title, today's video is going to be like a Q&A, which I've had trouble trying to get questions from people, so a lot of these are from the same people. I'm not going to be shouting out their name. I'm going to be including a picture on the video, basically stating their question and their username and giving them their own little shout out, as I've seen people do. But if you want my Twitter, so 1, you can start doing shout outs. I'll shout a person out every video. And 2, you can participate in things I'm doing. I'll include that in my bio or at the end of the video. We'll see. So without further ado, I'll just stop blabbering and let's go. Okay, so the first question is, would you rather turn into a cat-human hybrid or permanently turn into a dog? I think I'd turn into a cat-human hybrid because, first off, you're still part human, so you can take care of yourself and you don't have to depend on an owner to take care of you. That means you don't have to be subjected to animal abuse or starvation or neglect. And yeah, basically you can take care of yourself. So, second question is, what's your favorite song and why? See, music is kind of a source of outlet to me, as many of you have known. I write my own songs, I record my own music, which I'm learning how to do the keyboard now. But, choosing one song in particular is hard, but it goes by my mood. So right now I'm kind of in the anxious, depressed, sick stage. So I would probably... Okay, and here's another thing. I love all music genres, so it's kind of hard just to depend on one particular song for a mood. But right now I'm leaning towards the alternative punk type era, and I want to say Panic at the Disco. And I want to go with If You Love Me, Let Me Go, which is gospel is the technical name. As I said, it's 2:50 a.m. I can't think. But Gospel by Panic at the Disco is my favorite song. Just because right now what hits me in my feel is that I feel like I'm kind of messing everything up in my point of life, and sometimes I wish I could just let go. So yeah, that's that question answered. A long explanation for a simple question, I know. Typical overthinking. Okay, the next question is, can you tell a random secret? I think I'm pretty open about my secrets. I think one thing I've never told anybody is I've had multiple surgeries, and multiple surgeries are coming up due to physical problems and physical abuse in my past, and one of them I just hate about myself is the scars they leave behind. Like, I don't want to wear swimsuits because of the scars on my hips from hip surgeries, which soon they'll be from my hips all the way to my kneecaps for hip replacements. I keep avoiding that appointment I have to go to. And another one is on the right side of my neck. I have a huge gash. So I always try to cake it with concealer when I go in public because I hate it. But yeah. That's a random secret is, the past I've been in, I've learned to hate my body, not because of my weight, but because of the scars it has. Yeah, without being so deep. I guess another secret that nobody really knows is I have 11 siblings, but I'm an only child living with my grandma. Crazy, I know. So that's on a lighter note. Okay, so moving on to the next question, getting away from the dark stuff. Somebody says, my instincts tell me to ask you something that I feel like everyone wants to know. What's the craziest thing you've ever done and experienced? Boy, do I have a lot of those. Let me just tell you, 3/4 of my life is crazy experiences and probably things for the book. So, yeah. I think the craziest thing I've done is... So, a little background story on where I live. I live the back way of the Elkhorn River, which way back then, it was called the Oregon Trail, where all these Indians and Native Americans, not just Indians, were forced to move from the reservations up towards, like, the north, up towards, like, Ohio and stuff like that, to a reservation because whites were taking over the land. So originally, they had to take the Oregon Trail across the Elkhorn River and da-da-da-da. Well, they passed my property, and a lot of people have died. Like, a lot of Indians, and then there were serial killers here in Ta. So, one night, there was an abandoned property about 3 miles up from my house, and my friend and I decided, as I was getting sunset, we would go explore. And, of course, we brought no mace, no weapon, no nothing. And we go to explore. And I remember we were leaving the place because we got this eerie vibe somebody was watching us. And, like, we couldn't see anybody, so maybe we thought it was supernatural, ghosts, even though sometimes I hardly believe in those, but sometimes kind of thinks it's real. And then out of nowhere, we're being chased by an RV type golf cart, but faster than a golf cart, if that makes sense. I'm bad at words. And it literally chased us about 4 miles past my home, even, to where I called my grandma and she picked us up, and the guy just disappeared. And I've never saw him since. And like I said, he just appeared out of nowhere too, like out of the tree line, like he was waiting for us. And we always thought it was something supernatural because, the land we were on. But yeah. So that's the craziest experience I've had out of, like, many stories I probably should tell one day and make into a book. They're that crazy. But yeah, moving on to the next question. Do you know how adorable you are? No, because I'm not adorable. I'm scary and an anxious mess. Yeah, no, I'm not adorable. Skipping that full detailed answer. That was a short, sweet one. This one says, going with my aesthetic, what's the darkest thing you've ever thought of or done? That one takes a lot of thought. Because I think the darkest thing I've ever thought of or done was, I've always thought of egging my mom's house on prom night, because they would always have, like, prom right next to my mom's house. And as if you guys have been paying attention to my channel, I have, like, a long history with her, and I've always thought about doing that, and then, like, dumping milk, like sour curded milk, all over my stepsister, just as a revenge for, like, falsely accusing me my whole life. This just a thought. I've never did it. But luckily my best friend Alex has always, like, stopped me from being so stupid again. But yeah. The darkest thing I've ever done, I guess I can do a 2-part to this question. I think the darkest thing I've ever had to do was make sure my great-grandma wasn't breathing anymore. Actually, no, I didn't do it, but, like, my grandma did. And she told me she had to put her hand over my great-grandma's mouth to, like, make sure she wasn't breathing. And that just, like, freaked me out, like, having to do that to your own mom to make sure she's not breathing and is officially dead after dying in a nursing home her granddaughter put her in for breaking her hip. Yeah, way to go, aunt. So, yeah. Somebody asks on a lighter note, what's your favorite thing? I have a lot of favorite things, but like I'm not materially possessed. I think my favorite thing is my friendship and the love of my life, because like those are memories you'll always have even past death, and material items just really don't matter in the end. So yeah. um Next question, let me see if I can find it. I have them all saved here, which I'll put up on the screen. Okay. If you could kiss, marry, kill one of the three, Sam Goldbach, Colby Rock, or Brennan Taylor, which would you kiss, marry, and kill? Seeing as I'm not very violent, but I also don't like the drama and attention of this one person. No offense, Brennan, but Brennan Taylor, I'm killing you off just because, like, I see you've hurt more people than you, like, helped. Doesn't mean you're not an amazing person. God, I love you, and you're so amazing, but, yeah, I just see, like, you did a lot more harm to a lot more people than Colby and Sam have. I'd say I'd kiss Sam because he has a girlfriend and you don't want to ruin a person's relationship, and marry Colby because he's always asking for a wife. So, simple enough answers. Another person asks, would you rather be a kitten or a puppy, and why? I think I've already talked about this with the half cat, half dog type thing. But I think I'd rather be a kitten because, one, they get away with just being lazy and soaking in the sun and being like adored upon without even having to put up work like dogs do. And two, they're adorable. Not saying I'm not a dog person, because I am, but cats are in my favor. This person's asks, ooh, I'm starting to lose my voice. This person asks, what's your honest opinion of me? Well, I mean, I don't know you very well. We barely talk, but I wish we'd talk more. I think you're really cool and funny and kind and amazing, and I'd like to get to know you more. It's truly a shame we haven't talked a lot. You're really supportive, and you're always there for me, and if you ever need anything, you know my Twitter. So yeah. And then I saw this one thing, since I didn't have a lot of Q&A questions here, and so my friend gave me this thing where it asks you like 50 questions, and I'm gonna pick a couple off there randomly. So I probably won't include this into there, but yeah. This picture, I mean, because I'm posting the tweets up, but this one says, favorite TV show? Easily Supernatural or Criminal Minds, particularly season 9. However, I'm starting to get into the new show Lucifer, which is amazing, by the way. So yeah. My relationship status is taken. I'm not going to go into detail on that because she prefers privacy. I live in the US because that's what country I lived in. Best time of my life is when I met the love of my life. My hair color is currently a black brown ombre, which hopefully I'm determined to dye black again. My eye color is a mixture of colors. I'm not even going to get into detail, but consists of browns, greens, blues, and grays, spectrums of them all. My last text was to my love. I have a cat. It asked what pets I have. I have a cat, and I recently just got rid of, well, I found homes for them all, but I run a cat adoption and emergency clinic where I take care of cats, get them spaded, neutered, take care of them, and I've recently found a generous client who's found home for them all, which was amazing because they really needed it with this winter being as bad as it was. My best friend ever isn't only the love of my life, but my best friend. And then compared to her is my best friend for 7 years, which we have off and on fights. Her name's Alex. Let's see here. Zodiac sign is Pisces. I'm not going to tell you my birthday because only like 3 people know, and they promised me they wouldn't do anything for them. Which, if you're watching this, Sabrina, if you do something and I find out about it, meaning as I receive it in the mail, I'm gonna be so mad at you. But like secretly thank you. Anyway, my worst habit is biting on my nails because then they get stuck in the wedges of my teeth. And then I have to like find floss for it, and it really sucks, and it's a hassle, but like it's a nervous tick I have. Also talking down and belittling myself and believing everything everybody says it's hateful and not believing any of the truth is a worst habit as well. Books or Wi-Fi? Definitely books. Never had a first gifts. My height is 5'4", roughly 5'5", almost. I am 17, almost 18. As I said, my sign's a Pisces. My longest relationship is going on 6 months next month. And my favorite food is homemade vegetarian pizza. And my favorite sport is basketball / softball, because like I have more experience in playing those than the other 6 I played. Which I was on the swim team, the track team, the tennis team, golf team, basketball, softball, cross country. I can't really think of anything else I was in, but yeah, I was active until I pretty badly messed up my foot in basketball practice one year. So sucks to be me. My battery percentage on my laptop, which is what I'm looking the questions up on, is an 84, and my phone is a 22. So there's that question. My video is 16 minutes and 51 seconds long, which is horrendous. However, I feel it's successful enough to leave a video at for a Q&A. But yeah, if you want any more questions, or if you want to be part of my social media life, I have an Instagram, which, I'm not as active, but I do try to post like once weekly, twice weekly at that. And I have a Twitter, which is where most of my questions come from. And so yeah, I will definitely link those down in the description or in my outro. Let me know what you think of this video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss a post. And tell me what you think of the video, like honest opinions. Could I do better? Does the intro suck? Did you like last video's intro or this video's intro? Like, I'm honest to God curious on what people think, because I'm always striving to improve and be the best I can be. So without further ado, peace out, Ashley fam, and I'll see you next video. Bye.
I gave you my heart.